Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So as in my previous YouTube, I have mentioned that in order to study Wing Chun, one need to study the momentum characteristics of Wing Chun and the mechanic of Wing Chun. One need to be able to know this and be able to handle the most basic of the momentum characteristics and the mechanics. Without those basic foundations, one really don't study Wing Chun. Okay? And if we don't have this basic, one can explain or lip service whatever we do or techniques we do, but it's still not Wing Chun. So I got a message from our Wing Chun friend, asked me to illustrate it in action. And here I like to share with you this. Say for example, we take techniques called lap da. Everybody knows this in Wing Chun. Lap da, meaning you lap and then you strike. Lap and strike. Well, for this technique, lap da techniques, different people can explain or reason different way. This techniques, this is a Wing Chun technique, you lap da or you doing the same time, all kind of stuff. Okay? However, let's look at reality. Okay? Reality of Chinese martial arts, which is the long fist and the short strike. Okay? The long fist and short strike both have its momentum characteristics and its mechanics. Okay? For example, for the long fist, it will be strike long, strike, strike, okay, continue, very mobile. This is the momentum characteristics. It keeps the distance and it mobilely move around. For the short strike, it will be receive and close in and snapshot here. Okay? Now, let's look at lap da again. Lap da, either you lap and da or you lap and da, whatever reason. How is that linked to the characteristics of the long strike or the momentum characteristic of long strike or long fist or the momentum characteristic of the short strike? It doesn't. It's just saying lap and da, this is the techniques. What is the momentum characteristic of this lap da? Unknown. So it is always will be like this. If somebody punch me, I lap and da. Strike his center line. That's it. No momentum there. And the mechanics is default. Lap and da. And some even say, oh yeah, you have to put your elbow here, sinking your elbow, so forth. Okay? That's all. So how is that so-called techniques related to the real life of the long fist and the short strike, which is continuous? One is start, is not going to stop until the other person fall down. Okay? Now, look at the same thing with this lap da. If we face a guy, if he is a so-called Wing Chuner with lap da, which have no idea on the momentum characteristics and the mechanics, if he face me, I am a long fist guy. He is thinking to lap my lead hand, pull it, and then lap da. But wait a minute, in the real life, okay, for the long fist, will they put their hand this way? No, they put it this way. If my hand is here, long fist guy, you try to lock me, guess what happened? It's going to turn like this, okay? Or, if my hand is here, it's going to lock it, it's going to turn into this thing, okay? That's long fist momentum characteristics. Once it go, okay? Or the center line, like for example, try to lock me here, I'm going to change this. The center line is off, is completely dynamically changed, okay? Same with this thing. So how is it supposed to be lap and da? That is actually unrelated to reality of momentum. The same thing. If he's trying to lap da me and I'm a short strike guy, guess what? I'm going to move in. This elbow going to shoot him first, snap him, take down. Okay? So lap da is going in. Boom. Nobody's going to stop until you take the other party down. Now, okay. Now let's get back to Wing Chun. So can Wing Chun work if it is thinking like lap da? It has no momentum at all. And another thing is about this mechanics. For the long fist guy, this is loose. This kick is loose. So it's very fast. For the short strike guy, the whole body is using mechanical advantage and torque. That's why it calls in, it tore in, it retract the arm, elbow it, snap it, take down. Okay? So we can see a lot of so-called Wing Chun in past few decades. Everybody have their way of saying, my family of lap da is this way, or all different kind of way. But it doesn't fit into the reality of the long fist and short strike. When it fit into the reality, for example, this long fist, it needs to have a considerations of the body, the distance, the timing, the positioning. Same with the short strike. The timing, the footwork, the positioning, all this come. So if we just say lap da, there's Wing Chun, I say, huh? There's a techniques. It's a techniques. Is it Wing Chun or not? Who knows? Sure, we can say I can lap him and then da him. I have to lap like this, or I have to grab him, or soft way, hard way, whatever way. But still, it doesn't solve the real life issue. And you can see a lot of people is like, with a student, you punch him, okay? If a student punch me, I lap him, lap until here, and then I punch him. Yes, because he's a student. Get a boxer, a Western boxer, try to do a lap da. Okay? Try to lap this hand, see whether get a hook, get a jab, and so forth, and get this, okay? And nobody gonna stand in the center line to like lap and da like the student. And the student who learned this lap da have a false security, thinking, oh, if I come, I lap and da, standing there, lap and da. Look at it closely. For the long fist, nobody is going to stand there. You have to let somebody focus the center line or wedge in. For the short strike, same thing. It's spinning. Okay, so that's why Wing Chun, as we know, it is, since 100 years ago, it is sticking body, short strike. My son twin da. Okay? If we don't know that momentum and the mechanics, how are we going to do anything at all? We don't want to keep thinking la da, and then you say, oh, we use the peng jing, and use the yi, or intention, or the mind power. Well, what is that got to do with this? It is completely living out of reality. Okay? So this is to show you today, to share with you today, why we need to know the momentum characteristics of Wing Chun and the mechanics of Wing Chun. If we do not know the momentum characteristics, we have no idea what we should do. If we do not know the mechanics, we have no idea how should we generate power and handle power. Okay? We really cannot say, oh, this is the technique like that. When you see this, this is Wing Chun. And then you have this internal Wing Chun type of stuff called Peng Jing, like the Tai Chi guy. Well, it doesn't jive. It doesn't add up. Okay? Because in the real life, is going to do this. Nobody gonna stop that. Nobody gonna stop that. Okay? Nobody gonna stay there, lap da or Peng Jing. Nobody gonna do that. Those are push hand. Those are techniques. Okay? So this is what I can show you. Okay? And if you think I have a point, start from now using the Wing Chun momentum characteristic and Wing Chun mechanics as the foundation, the core of Wing Chun you study. If you don't agree with me, just thinking I have not said anything and you don't have to watch my video. Okay?